Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, January 2nd, 2015. Happy New Year to everybody. And this is the search news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. First up, there are some people talking about maybe a possible big search algorithm update over New Year's. It's obviously hard to confirm that because one, people don't really track their big rankings as closely as they do the Google rankings. And two, it was over New Year's, so that makes it hard to track a little bit. So if you do see anything, let me know. Otherwise, maybe it's just some people who have some issues. I should say that the ranking tracking tools don't really show much fluctuation. This is obviously January 1st. Here's Digital Point. Again, it's pretty level to what it usually is. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. A few days ago, a couple days ago, I actually posted or asked John Mueller at Google, why does it appear that my site, seroundtable.com, was hit by the Panda algorithm? And John said he didn't really know about that. He doesn't know if it was or it wasn't, but he said if it was, maybe it has to do with the comments. I mean, you should definitely, I'm not going to go through it in detail. It's something you want to read. I think if you want to learn more about the algorithm and what John specifically says about, comments or content as a whole on a web page regarding Panda and quality. It's pretty interesting. Here's a tweet where somebody said, "Hey, I see your downward trend on Search Engine Roundtable. What's going on? How are you going to go ahead and get your visibility back?" So I wrote, I need to learn how to become an authority, write better content that people want to read, and stuff like that, and how to do SEO. So definitely worth watching this. It's about a 20-minute discussion between myself, other webmasters and SEOs on specifically the topic of Panda and this website here. So it's very interesting to see. Definitely take some time to watch that and leave your comments. John also said in that hangout that that Google's quality algorithms do not initiate or bring on a deeper Googlebot crawl. And typically what you see in the forums is that before an update, or even people suspecting an update coming, people will say, "Hey, I see a lot of Googlebot activity on my website. I see Google crawling my website a lot." And that would be like, "Oh, must be an update coming up." And it's always typically not the case, but people do think that has to imply that an update is coming. And Josh went ahead and asked Google's John Mueller if that's the case, if a Panda or Penguin or quality algorithm would actually initiate Google to do a deeper crawl of the website to better understand the website and so forth. And John said no, quality algorithms don't do that. When Google sees a massive change or a significant change on a website as a whole, it will go ahead and initiate the crawler to go deeper on the site to see if they'll pick up all the changes, but not around a quality algorithm, or spam algorithm. Sorry. All right, so this is about HTTPS. So there was a person in the forums who complained and saying that my website, every so often I have to reboot this iPad, it's getting slow to stream. Whenever it streams to the TV using Apple Play, if I don't reboot it every so often, it just lags. In any event, this is going to talk about HTTPS, and it's basically how a guy took his website, did a 3-1 redirect from his HTTP to his HTTPS website. Googlebot crawled, picked up the new changes, then a few weeks later actually started to index the HTTP version again. You guys are like, what's going on? Google's John Mueller took a look and said, hey, well, you do have a canonical tag saying going from HTTPS to the HTTP. So Google's not picking up on that redirect saying go back to the HTTP. So you gotta be careful with your canonical tags when you go ahead and switch to HTTPS. Google's John Mueller told one webmaster in a specific forum thread not to worry about the site command or the order of the rankings or how their actual results come up for his website for a site command. Now this is contrary to what Matt Cutts said about 5 years ago about the site command, specifically saying that the site command is something that is ordered based off of typically around PageRank, a formula of PageRank, as well as the shortness of a URL. And John Mueller is saying, don't worry about it. So I wonder who's right these days. Obviously, that was an older video. So maybe things have changed. Google said that rich snippets for reviews should not be customer testimonials. So if a customer drops you a testimonial saying, "Oh, I love working with you. You're the best SEO in the world. Blah blah blah. I definitely recommend you." That should not be marked up with X stars. Obviously, if it's a hotel review where the customer is saying, "I rate this hotel 4 out of 5," and then drops a testimonial also, that's okay. But to take a customer testimonial and not ask them at 1 out of 5 how you should rank and then apply that rich reviews markup onto your site is something against Google's rich reviews markup. The Yahoo directory, which was supposed to close yesterday, closed a few days before that. In fact, it actually redirects. From the Yahoo directory, dir.yahoo.com, to the small business Yahoo directory, which is interesting. So if I click on a URL from dir.yahoo.com, it was doing a redirect back then to business.yahoo.com, their directory, and now it's actually just redirecting out. It's actually 404ing. So it actually was redirecting to this page over here, which looked like the Yahoo directory. I guess that has no longer been the case. So now it's just 404ing. Usually at Webmaster World, they come up with a thread towards the end of the year, beginning of the new year, talking about what should we do, what trends should we set, what things should we do SEO-wise, which is the future of this coming year. What should we focus on? And what are the trends that we've seen? So Matt Cutts left Google. What's going to happen with outreach around Google? That's people's concern. Big fired and then rehired Dwayne Forrester, which is a good sign. The algorithms that are rolling out much faster these days, but it's not really softening the blow for many. The Penguin algorithm that was updated, is just, I think it was a train wreck. Mobile search obviously is going to be a major trend. Social growth and traffic around that will be interesting. Schema, knowledge graph, quick answers, all this type of stuff are the tops of the mind of webmasters. You should definitely take a look at this list as well as the Webmaster Role thread to get an idea of what Webmaster is concerned about, what trends have been happening over the course of 2014, and what we might see towards 2015. And of course, we had New Year's Eve and New Year's Day's logos from the different search engines. So let me bring them up for you. Can't breathe. Sorry. So here's Google's doodle for 2014 New Year's Eve. It's going to loading an animated GIF. But basically, it went through a lot of the trends. You can see the World Cup. You can see the rocket, the Mars. You can see ACLS Ice Bucket Challenge, and so forth. So lots of different things going on in there, and that was a contributed Google Doodle. Big had this nice background of fireworks. We had a little theme going on as well. 2015, Google just had a fireworks display. Baidu had a nice little thing going on. Dogpile as well. Sugoi and Big, for some reason, had a walrus. Last year they had a penguin. It's interesting to see why they don't do a New Year's Day type of theme anyway. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. I'm sure a lot of you want me to feel better. I am feeling better, just a little congested. Thanks so much, and everyone have a great New Year's. I'm wishing you guys a lot of successful rankings in the 2015 year, and I'll see you guys next year. Everyone have a great week, and that's the news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at saroundtable.com. Bye.